Kimberly from Tokyo Pen Shop. Today we're going to be talking about the truly unique and gorgeous Pentel Jewelish correction tape. The Pentel Jewelish is definitely the coolest and most beautiful correction tape I have ever seen. So this comes in this packaging that actually looks a lot like a big jewel. It looks so cool sitting on your desk, and I also love giving this as gifts, like in stockings or Easter baskets. The casing comes in your choice of this peridot looking jewel, a pink sapphire, a blue topaz, and an amethyst. Now I just wanted to show you here, this is what the packaging for each of them looks like. I actually think that it looks better out of the packaging. So my little tip for you is if you're giving this as a gift, you might want to think about actually taking it out of the packaging. You know, it says in English, Pentel correction tape on it. You know, at first people might be like really intrigued, what is this? But they'll know. So you don't actually have to include the packaging if you think it looks cooler just giving it like this. Another reason this looks really cool in something like an Easter basket is because it's kind of like an egg-shaped jewel. This is just all around like such a good thing to have on your desk or to give as a gift, in my opinion. The quality of the correction tape is as good as any good one that I've tried. So what you'll want to know is the size of the correction tape. Now this is 5 millimeters wide, and the actual correction tape, the length of the amount of tape you're given, is 6 meters long. This correction tape is of course refillable. It takes the regular French pop correction tape. If you've ever tried the French pop, you'll recognize this. The packaging is really nice in that it shows you a diagram of how to refill it. Now I think you'll find you won't even need this diagram. It's very, very simple. I'll just show you quickly here in case you're wondering. So take out your refill and have your tape pointing to the left and down. And then you'll actually see on your Jewelish that there is a button here to push. And it says in English push, so it's pretty self-explanatory. But you're gonna remove your cap and then you're gonna push your button, which will enable you to remove this lid. Set it aside, pull out your tape, put your new one in. There's actually a little knob here that you can make sure lines up with this one here. Place your lid back on. You kind of heard a little click. It was that easy. You can kind of pull, make sure it's snug, and then put your cap back on and you're ready to go. So let me just show you really quickly. Let me just show you how nicely the correction tape works. Again, I think if you've ever tried you know, any of the standard correction tape, like the Tombow correction tape, you're gonna find this is very comparable. So let me just write something here. Now my paper is yellow, and so that this correction tape is gonna stand out on it. So there you can see it's pretty standard correction tape. It goes on really smoothly. Looks really cool. One other thing that I really want to mention about this correction tape is this one right here that I'm holding in my hand. I actually dropped when we were doing some construction at our house. I dropped it from pretty high up on the cement, and this thing did not crack. It didn't, you know, break open, and I can still use it just fine. So in my opinion, these are pretty sturdy, and that makes me think that they're even cooler. I hope this answered any questions you might have about the Pentel Jewelish. If you have any more questions, do not hesitate to email me at kimberly@tokyopenshop.com. Bye-bye.